Another. Right.
Chronic, hello, good evening,
How are you? Can you hear me? I just literally had to repeat that again. Murder in the morning. Give me a favour, Chronic, give me a smiley face, please. Do.
Yep.
That's what she said, right? There you go. Did it come up? Don't know if it come up or not now. Huh. Right. Should come up actually. Yep, it does. Look at the smiley face on the screen. And monkey. 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 Japanese. Oh, I need to hide that. Monkey. Monkey business. Monkey.
Right, I will be right back while I go through a few things we're going through. So bear with me.
Really?
I'll be here, I'll pop my phone, so I'll probably in chat. So bear with me.
10-4. 10-4 on that. Lols. How much fuel is going on board? That's a lot of fuel. That's an incredible lot of fuel. Do. I need to have that open checked. Do 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 do. Green does is yeah, he's doing farming. Right. Just sit here and wait for it to be refueled. I haven't listened to this at all. I should listen to it. It's only on for an hour. Cannibalits, hello sir, how are you? Long time no see in the chat. How's things happening? How's things coming along? I'm not going to play that music. Come on, Mr. Philly track. 1860 we're coming up. And she's still refilling. I can't, new room, new house. New house. Completely rebranded new house. So, new house, new location, new everything, new setup. I wouldn't say new setup. Well, had some upgrades. Yeah, monitor's the same, keyboard's the same, new mouse pad, new graphics card, new CPU, cooler, new case, new fans. Yeah, I just had some things are new and some things are old. I had this monitor for about 3 years now, so some things are old and new. But the newest item on my list, which I had for about a week now, is this microphone setup. Got a new mic stand, microphone, and all that jazz. So that's why you hearing me a little bit different, I should say. But everything else is the same. Oh, appreciated. Yeah, had a new card before Christmas. I don't know if you remember or not, but I was running a 680. I was running a 680. I don't know if you remember that. GTX 680. But now I've got a new card. But if you scroll down on my page, you see all my specs in a way, guys. If you, what do you call it, just scroll down. How much fuel am I taking? If you scroll down under hardware and all that jazz, you will see the system. Even in the image of my setup. So, Kennerblitz, how's it really going? We never, what do you call it, talk match or see you with the squadrons match anymore. How much fuel am I using? Well, this looks, oh, busy, yeah. Life comes first, before anything. Now, as you can see here, guys, I haven't had much for time, not even cooking. Not even cooking. Oh, it's finished, at long last. Oh yeah. Now, it's one thing I got a problem here, guys. Look at the runway. Yeah. Yeah, I've been cooking my socks off. What, with family still. Cooking for the family. Like, the fuel truck has disappeared. Now I can turn on the fuel pump. There you go, align the ILS.
Cockpit preparation checklist.
Well, request catering. However, it's a puppet. Jesus, really? Really? Talking 10k per meal? What, £10,000 per meal? Those people have way too much money. Well, if they've got the money, why not, to be honest? But that's a hell of a lot of money just for food. Are they overweight or something? For that amount of food? I don't even spend that in a year for food. My household food is basic in a way, to be honest. We don't have anything special. We keep it plain. We keep it plain and simple. That's how we like it. And talking about food, my aircraft is receiving food for my passengers. They're walking up and down with the food. Oh, okay. The upper queen class, they are the finest queen. They are posh, with a slap on the wrist. Posh, posh. Well, I've got to make the food, it'd be delicious, wouldn't it? Okay. But the food got to be delicious. And yummy. Delicious and yummy. Especially you cooking it. Can't go wrong with that. Delicious food. Do you even have a chance to eat it? Jesus, no, it's all filmed. Oh. It would be. And what exactly is it? I get you. Basically, the food gets cooked, right? But it doesn't get eaten. It's only get filmed. So you cook all these food just to be set out on the table, just to be filmed. You can taste when the silver gold loaf is on. Oh. Close the doors. I mean, does you sing it? You can test before that. Yeah. Oh, I need to close the doors. What am I doing? Right, you can't taste it with the gold silver on his plate, no. Unless you've got teeth. Yeah, of course not. What the hell? That's weird. Well, why that's that? Oh, never mind. I haven't set it on to plan, that's why. Okay, I am going to do now is load up the passengers. So we request boarding, thanks, and while that is boarding we enter the flight index control, so it's NGFU. NGFU. Departure is, what you call it, N, with 3 lots of V's. Insert that in and load that flight plan in. You can't taste with the... Yeah, already said that, already read that. Flight number is SOL. That's the airline flight number for this evening, 6452. Cost index is going to be 5. And fly altitude, I'm going to stick to about 30,000 feet. Now we're going to take off flaps 3 for a change. I was sneaky though, you're not supposed to take pics, however I said it was for exam, so I got them. Well, GG. GG, with all the G's in the world. Wow. You probably like to say a lot of things, but you have to keep it quiet, don't you? You have to keep it very low quiet, don't you? Especially if they're making films and stuff like that. They're in doing stuff like that. Right, one way. Localize 11. Insert. Hey, what? That's weird. I need to go back to the flight plan. I need to fix that up. What the flip? No, I just take off menu. Okay, this flight plan's all messed up. Yeah, you can't say or report anything after signing a contract to the fact. Yeah, I thought so. They always like that. So you have to. You can't go public at all until the whole thing gets released. You can't even say the name, can you? But you get a decent amount of what do you call it? Money from it, don't you? How did it? There you go.
Hi. Thank you.
Perfect. Done that perfect. You're allowed to say names, just no pictures or videos. Oh, what's the name then? If you can say it. What's the name? Or what kind of... Is it a... what do you call it? A music video? Or music slash video, since she's a singer, to be honest. Or an actual movie. Or a TV show. Well, everything's good. Let's go up to 30,000 feet, like I said. There we go. Oh, look at my passengers. Look at that. Look at those passengers. In total, I got over 150 passengers today, or this evening. I'm not exactly sure how much passengers. 146. Yep, 146 passengers. I can confirm that's 146 passengers on board. And there's always the last person. There she is. Oh, look at that. Oh. Air New Zealand seems legit. Air New Zealand. Air New Zealand? Seriously? Yeah, it wouldn't be. I'm not in New Zealand, I don't get that. Let me close the cargo door. And a bus went through another bus. We've got a yellow bus with more passengers. Okay, we've got more passengers getting off board. That's not a problem. Two days to go, or cooked. Oh, good to know, good to know. You must be lucky to even get the contract. You must be very lucky to be able to get the contract down. How did he even get through? I mean, there will be other guys or other people other than you trying to get the same kind of contract and trying to get to actually do the job. Did you have to go for a big list, and out of the list you got accepted? That's like a dream job come true, really. But end of the day, you probably just, if you want, yeah. End of the day, you just, what's the size of the kitchen? Is it massive? End of the day, you just cook in the kitchen. They've got so much money, their house will be massive. Absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Right, I can close the 2 doors on the side. And the tracks will just disappear.
Disconnected and off.
Cabin signs,
Set on.
thrust levers,
Idle.
parking brake,
On.
barrel reference,
Checked. 1013.
1013. Check. Beacon lights,
On.
checklist complete.
Oh, good, good. Word of mouth. That's excellent.
Flight deck to
That
ground.
will come in a long way. Absolutely.
Ground, we have ATC clearance for start and taxi now.
Have you ever
Please
actually
confirm
spoken
ground
to
equipment and
the
services are clear.
what so-called celebrities?
Roger.
Yeah, I just said that. So-called celebrities. Singers, actors, pop stars. Can you give me a shout out from them?
Okay.
Oh god, crazy, crazy, crazy. Push back. They're not even English. Yes, I always speak to them. I want to know what they expect of me, or what they want to eat. Yeah, yeah. I thought something. I thought what you call it, something like that, where
Hello,
they
Captain.
would have
We are ready for pushback.
chefs or cooks in the kitchen, and then get the waitress or anything. They would have servants and waitress to come up and serve the food or anything like that. I mean, they can afford to actually have
Locking gear.
cleaners and stuff like that. Make it in a four-star restaurant. But that's crazy, just for a couple people. I mean, it's not like you're cooking for the for a whole restaurant. Quick.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Right, release the parking brakes. And start engine 2 and 1.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Oh, okay, not above you.
Starting number 1.
Butler. He wants to be a butler. But it's a job, I suppose. It's a job, I suppose. Right, engines 1 and 2 are starting up. They like to have a personal relationship with the chef. Yeah. Everyone's different, I suppose. Every celebrities will have different things, I suppose. Everyone's different. I mean, the Queen. I don't know how the Queen actually acts. I didn't even know she has a house in the UK. Mandela, she's American. She's American. I'm surprised she's got a house in the UK. Then again, they probably have one or two or three. They probably have more than just one house, to be honest. They probably have loads of houses. They can afford it. It's crazy money. Crazy. Just think about how many bedrooms they have. The American singer. One of them's American, isn't she? On the grass again.
Set parking brakes.
Oh yes, I will.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Good confirm engine start, please. Come on, what? Come on, Mr. James. Oh, as a guest. Come on, James. And lick that bolt. Yeah.
Unlocking gear.
I agree on that part. Everyone does. It's crazy money that
Tow truck disconnected.
it's crazy what
Bypass
they
pin
earn.
removed.
Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Right, that's almost done.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
What about the engines? It does world tours and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. That's weird. Is my engines even stable?
Engine 1 is stabilised.
Now it is. 10k for them and £1 for us. Some ways it's good to have. Shame I can't share some pictures to you on here. No, not on stream. No. But through
Engine
other
2 is
ways you can.
stabilised. That's a good start on both engines. All systems are normal. Thanks for your help and all clear. We'll see you for the signal on the right, please.
Okay, that's the one I'm taking. I have to go down there.
Signal, see you on the right.
Yeah.
After start
Um,
checklist.
Don't have to send it to me now. You can send it whenever.
Engine
But
mode selector.
Set.
not going to mention too
APU
much on stream. I have to be careful what I say on
Set
stream.
off.
APU master.
Set off.
Ground spoilers.
Off. That is
Set.
checked.
Rudder trim.
I have to say.
Checked
I
0.
have to be careful what I
Pitch
say in stream. Right, skip that, and then
controls.
we do the flight controls. Forward, left. Oh, what the hell with my controllers on?
Full left. Full right.
Check. Flaps.
Flaps 3.
Flaps 3
Anti-ice.
checked.
Off.
NTI's checked.
Beacon step.
Need flaps 3 for this one way. Come on, get down. Right, let's taxi. Let's taxi. Let's taxi. Oh, I heard Discord gone off. Right, we are taxiing. Yep, copy that. I'll check it out later when I'm no longer streaming. Be a great job if I got employed by those guys. I'll be their waitress. To be honest, probably just be a basic cleaner. To be honest, if you think about it, it wouldn't hire anyone just to. It wouldn't just hire
Taxiing
anyone.
checklist.
It's crazy.
Set on.
Brake check.
They have their own airplanes, their own pilots, and everything. Brake check, check. Those red towers are floating in the sky. What? Only if you love your job, bro. You do work like this. To be honest, cooking is good. Cooking's a fun job. You can
Brake
create
check.
amazing. I did brake check
Pedal
already.
pressed. Checked
Mm.
0.
With cooking, you can create many different kind of dishes. You can be artistic with the dishes. You can cook it to the way people want it. It's just amazing. The only problem is in summer it's going to be we call it hot. It can be very hard sometimes. Yeah. You literally had to have you many times occasion do you cook something and then something didn't go right and you have to throw the food away or throw the dish away and had to restart again? Holy moly, really? That's a lot of hours. Holy moly, that's not even 8 hours, that's like, holy. You literally have no time for anything else. Oh boy, hell yeah, it does go wrong a lot. Yeah, I expect that. Everyone makes mistakes, but that's a lot of hours. Damn, that's like no family time. There's no personal time. There's not even enough time to go to sleep. Right, put the
Flight
lights on.
attendants, seats for takeoff. Before takeoff checklist.
Brake temperature.
Checked.
Brake fans.
Right, we're ready to take. This is not every day though. 5 days a week usually, isn't it?
TARA, tilt above.
Exterior lights.
Right, power.
Set on.
Sliding tables.
Right, this is going to be
Stowed.
awkward.
Stove.
Look at the landing gears. I need to go straight. Look, the landing gears are bouncing up and down. Oh, it's bouncy. Flip. It's bouncy. It's bouncy. It's bouncy. Oh, flip. Oh, flip. I'm not gonna. Whoa, this is Friday, Saturday. Okay, take off. We up and away. Flaps 1. In gear up. We up and away, boys. Nice day. Fridays to Sundays mainly, so it's just usually weekends. Look, a one way and that's it. Look at that island. Look, that's Monday, Tuesday's easy as long as you get all the preparation done in the plans for the weekend, plans for guests.
Autopilot on.
Climb thrust. That's set. Right. Boom. We are flying. We up and away. I wish. Yeah, the preparation's always the longest. I need a break. Please fly to the moon, I need a break. Preparation's always the longest when it comes to everything, but once the preparation is done and completed, most of it's just done. I did a lot of preparation myself, cutting carrots, vegetables, getting all the ingredients set up properly, even doing gravy, making up the gravy, even cooking the food that usually takes longer to cook, like meat and red meat and stuff. It usually take about 8 hours in a slow cooker. Right guys, we are up. And ETA 3 hours and 4 minutes at this current stage. But as soon as we get to 30,000 feet, the time will go down. Don't need this anymore. Don't need the controller anymore. Looking good, Billy Ray. But Winnie Sting is a very nice guy. Well, good to hear. That's good to hear. You always want a boss. You always want to work with someone that your boss is actually a nice guy. I wouldn't like that, to be honest. Working in a job industry and I don't like my manager or my boss. I don't like my manager or the boss, and usually I don't feel comfortable or it's right to work a company that you don't even know that you like the person. But at the end of the day, when it comes to any jobs, you have to enjoy what you do. Yeah, at least some people do got jobs and work. It's hard to get a job like that, especially to get a good amount of cash for it. Oh, yeah. But end of the day, just go there and work. End of the day, well, my thing's not even charging. God damn it. End of the day with the job, you just go there, do what you get paid to do, and then just go home. Say no more, say no less. And hope you just get a tip. What tip? Right. All about trust. Yeah, especially in the kitchen. Especially in the kitchen. Exactly. Eggy, sagly, eggy. Hell. Making me hungry. Hell. That looks good. I don't even need fuel planer open at the moment. Yeah, 50's going good. Don't expect him to come into my channel because he doesn't, but he does. He's still normal, I should say. What you call it? He's still streams. He streams on most nights. He's doing Sherlock Holmes tonight, so he's still normal. He still goes to work. He still does his shifts, like, you know. Everything's just normal. It's nothing. I can't really say there's nothing improved, or not improved, but nothing really has changed. Cats are still going good with everything. Primrose, she's growing. Cats is just still being himself. He streams, he does new games and stuff, but yeah, everything's normal, and not really has changed. Even myself, everything here myself hasn't really that changed. The streaming wise, everything's the same. I love seeing your stream. Well, new location, yeah, new location, new house. I'm a lot further north now. A lot further north. A lot further north. And closer to the coast. Whenever I get the time, I'll be here. Yeah. If you're not around, we understand anyway, because you got work, and everyone's got work and real life stuff to deal with. And at the end of the day, family, work, and life is important over streaming and stuff, and or pleasure time. I should say underneath. Yeah, it does. I have it in the About Me page. I'm just checking. Yeah. Everything's the same. I wish things do change, to be honest, because you do get fed up doing the same things all the time. To a point. But yeah, I moved up north. A place called Saltburn. Saltburn by the sea. Hell yeah. You might have heard of that location. You probably have. Saltburn by the sea. You probably have heard. It's about 40 miles from Scarborough. Around 50 to 60 miles from York. And 20 to 30 miles. 15 to 18, 12 miles actually. 12 to 15 miles to Whitby. And we're coming up to the altitude. Well, we have under 2 hours left. And to be honest, I want to stick at 280. Stick at 280. Yep, it's the famous fish and chip shop. Yeah, they used to be in Whitby, but they moved to Saltburn. So yeah, and I tell you now, Cannibals, they get busy, especially on a weekend. They're just like trying. You just see people lining up. Oh, no, don't be. We are a lot closer to the coast, so we need Staiths. We've got Staiths too, which is between Whitby and Saltburn by the sea. Staiths is a Staith's known as the, what do you call it, the smallest house or the smallest cottage in the UK. Which is small. It's just like a door and a window and that's it in a very small room. But someone actually lives there. But question is, do you love seafood? Yep, I do. I love all kinds of mixture of food. Meat, seafood, I like them all. I'm one of those people that don't have an issue about food whatsoever. I just eat it. I like all sorts of food. Italian, Indian, I enjoy a lot of food. I do have a good taste for food. However, I'm not. We don't in this household. We not those kind of people where we go out spending ridiculous prices. We do go to a restaurant here and there, but we just keep to home cooked basic stuff. Keep it low price. But yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I had fish pie, so had fish pie yesterday. Got a decent fish and chip shop down the road here, about 2 minutes walking distance. Home cooking is the best. I don't call it home cooking. It's just bits and not pieces. That's all. We go to the local butchers and get snacks and sausages and stuff like that. We haven't got our kitchen set up properly. We haven't got our kitchen set up properly. We're still doing house renovations yet. We're getting some things renovated around the house, so everything's not spick and span and set up properly as we like to. But once everything's done, it's going to be good. But I can tell you this, Cannibalites. The kitchen we have now is 3 times bigger than our last house. Yeah, it will. It will come together. I mean, this room was renovated. The room next door's being done. The 3 bedrooms downstairs are done. The 2 bathrooms we haven't chatched. The dining room hasn't been chatched yet. The living rooms haven't been chatched yet. The 3 hallways haven't been done yet. The kitchen is being renovated and done. We're thinking to do some flooring, new carpets, and all that jazz. Oh, I just mentioned what the size of the house is. Right, just checking the ETA, looking good. Right, we should be at our top of, yep, 30,000 feet, looking good, Billy Ray, looking good. I would love to come and give you a visit and cook for you. Hell yeah! Can I believe it? I would like that. That would be good, I really like that. Yeah, same, I would come and visit you too, to be honest. That would be good. But from the distance from down your end to where we are, it's like to London 3, 4, 5. You're looking at 5 to 6 hours drive, 4 hours, 5 hours max driving. Where I used to live was Chesterfield area, Sheffield, Chesterfield, and that was like 3 hours, 3.5 hours down to London area. But now it's another 2 hours on top, if lucky, 2.5 hours on top. So you're looking at 5.5 hours, 6 hours. But we wouldn't do it in one hit. We'd have to do 2 to 3 stopovers to have a break and a snack and coffee. So would be like 5 hours. Yeah, we usually go to down south even further. Bognor Regis, Bognor, Chester, all those kind of areas. Southend, those places down there. Last time we've been around, I think the last time I've been around that area when we went through Bournemouth. Yeah, last time I've been through Shawbrook was, well, not through it, but catching across from east to west was Bournemouth. Yeah, been there twice, but last time I've been to that location was a couple of years now. Couple of years. We got family and friends in different parts of the UK, which is good. Meaning we got people in Southend, Bognor Regis, Bournemouth, West Cliff, Southend, towards Scotland, and then you got 50 in down Matlock area. Everyone's all over the place. Stonehenge is like 1 mile from me. I'd always like to go to that place. We never gone to Stonehenge. Never gone to Stonehenge. Most of the time don't have time. Every time we go away, and you probably know this more than anyone, every time we go away it's not about going away for a break and looking at locations, scenes, doing sightseeing. It's more of going down to meet people and catch up with people most of the time, or attending to weddings or funerals, those kind of things. ETA 1 hour and 40 minutes, 1 hour and 50 minutes, looking at around 7:30, I think. Ten to 8 more likely. I'm the opposite. I like to do sightseeing more than anything. But half the time we always meet up with people. I mean, we've done some about 1 year, year and a half ago, 1 year, 6 months ago, can't remember exactly. We went to Portsmouth to see the famous shipyards, or one of the oldest naval ships. HMS Victory, I think. That's down in Portsmouth. Been on that ship. Spent 2 hours on that ship. Surprisingly how long it takes to go to have a look at everything on that ship from top to bottom. You're not the only one. You're not the only one, but I will. I served 10 years. Well, I sent you a Discord message. I don't want to say it on stream, but let's say we have family members who also served. also. It's warships and stuff like that. $10 years. Is it 10 years to get a good pension? Or it has to do more than that? I mean, not this day and age. This day and age, you can be in it for 5 years or something like that. But, what you call it, this day and age. Used to be 5 or so years, but, what you call it. But back in the 70s and 80s, it's different back then. You get 3 years, 6, 9, 12, 8 and 24 pensions. I did 22. I find the system a bit baggy, to be honest. So yeah. Right, let's have a different angle. There we go. Well, that's good. I hear loads of people do love it or enjoy it. I was never a chef though. That was your hobby then? Wow. But it depends what some people. I think some people do enjoy it, some people don't. But it depends what they are doing, what they're in it for. Air defense. I seen your video of what I'd done on Discord. Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't doing that. Last time we spoke, you were still last time we spoke and 50 was with us. You discussed that you was retired, and then all of a sudden you got rehired again. You was assigned to go and train people, to train in, wasn't it weapons? How to use certain weapons or something? I remember you saying about that. That was ages ago. But yeah, at the same time, you have to be careful at the time that you can't really say anything too much. Do 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 do. I need to do my curtains. Right, my tablet's charging up. That's good. Time I finish, that will be 100%. I forgot the I got the charger plugged in, but I forgot to switch it on. Wow. Oh, flip. Don't want the adverts on. Huh? I heard an advert went off. Okay, I heard an advert going off. Wasn't me. I'm hearing things. Wasn't me. This one's better. I'll have a quick look. Yeah, I've seen them in the, yeah, I see what they're like, yeah. Need like 3 manpower. It's not very nice at all, to be honest. Not very nice to see all these things happening. But that's been happening for a long time now. People are in their 20s and they've been brought up in that country to how things are like in that country. Yeah, it's just shocking. It's never going to change. Never going to be some kind of peace. No, it's not. It's been going on for so long now. Absolutely so long. It's just like, it's even like a child, right? A child born, grows up, becomes in their teenage years, and then when they're in their 20s, they don't know anything but war. They've been brought up. They're in their 20s, and all they know is about guns and weapons and shooting, and they don't know anything else. Yeah. Yeah. UK, America, absolutely. I think, not exactly how much, but there was a report some time ago, a couple of years, that I read or heard, indicating how much UK spends on the army/navy each year. But I can tell you that it's a lot. It's crazy. They get more than the NHS gets. The other was brainwashed into it until I woke up. Trouble is, it's too late. Took 22 years. I was in the Gulf War. Yeah. Some people are never gonna live from that. What I hate to see more than anything is after they've gone through 5, 10 years, or even 3 years after they've done their tour, or they've done their what they have to do in the last 3 years, they get sent back to their country, and then they don't get any help, they don't get any support, they don't get the money that's needed, and then their family has to suffer. And some of those guys and females, they have changed. Their life has just completely changed. Even there was one particular female which I watched a video on. She works with the Miami Police Department or something like that, and she was in the Navy for 3-4 years, and her job was to pick up body bags, go around dealing with who got shot, who was dead, go around picking up bodies, put them in body bags, transport bodies. That's the job. She did that for 3 to 4 years or something. And to be honest, I wouldn't like to do that. Yeah. Then I saw the Queen's speech, Christmas Queen's speech. There's going to be good news and positive news, but at the end of the day, I don't think everything's going to be changed in that country. There's not going to be a peace or anything. There's always going to be ongoing situation. And then we've got Russia and all that jazz. It's the after effects that change people. It's the after effects that then in the meantime we have, for example, the Navy. We have people joining the Navy, right? And they train. Training can take up to months. Endless months. They even build these warships. Special toughness enemy warships, carrier ships, army ships, whatever. And the funniest, weirdest part is all the money spent on that, the warships that are touring or defending our shorelines never seen battle in their lifetime. They get used for training purposes, but they've never seen battle in their lifetime, and yet that ship alone cost them a fortune to run, but never seen a battle. I mean, it's a good thing too. That's a good thing too, to be honest. But that's crazy. Even some of the older ships get scrapped for metal, and it get burnt down so that they can reuse the equipment again, or use the steel from the old ships. They'd never seen battle. Those ships never seen battle either. I mean, it's a good thing, but not a good thing with regards to money-wise. It's crazy. And just think about how many warships are inactive still. Absolutely a lot. Not a lot like it used to be. But I'm thinking, what a waste of money. It costs money just to knock those ships down. So glad you're awake. Yeah, I watch the news all the time. You hear it all the time. It's just crazy. It's everything's wasted. I mean, look at the NHS for example. How much wasted? It's not the fact that how much money it's wasted from the NHS, but how much equipment is wasted. I know they're trying to change the system around, but I can give you an example. I had a doctor's appointment at the hospital. I'm not going to go into details of what it was, but it was a half an hour checkup, and I had to get bandages and new things bandaged up. The nurse came out with a big huge new roll of bandage, which is all wrapped up, and they had to open it up and cut about 20 centimeters off. So it's about that much. It wasn't much, but 20 centimeters off. And it's about 10 meters long rag. They cut it off just to use that rag, and the rest of the roll gets put in the bin. It gets thrown out. They can't use it again. Oh, flip. That's wastage. That's what's so-called environment thing about that? I joined at 17 years old, come back from a broke family. I knew nothing. Yeah. It's crazy. It's just like a toothpick. Use one toothpick, throw the other 10 toothpicks away. I mean, so much wastage. And at the same time, I don't get it. They call it health something. But they're trying to change that. Since Brexit thing is out. But I don't. Half the time I don't follow it. Half the time I don't understand politics or anything like that. But that's what they all say. It's just crazy. I mean. Oh wow. So much wastage. It's like a supermarket. You go to a store to buy some carrots, and you can't use plastic bags, or you can't use. They change it to brown bags. People are thinking Trump is the answer. I don't want to get into it. Trump. I don't know about Trump. It's an American thing. Trump. It's like Trump is. Well, some people agree on some things. Other people don't agree on some things. End of the day, Trump is up himself. But I don't really know. I don't follow it. I don't talk. I don't know much about that. Bars is the answer. Actually, bars. There's no answer. There's no answer. What? I think at the end of the day, right, you just worry about your own life. Just deal with your own life. And just live your life. At the end of the day, what comes around in any country or around the world, you just can't do anything about it. People just complain or say things, but at the end of the day, they're their words. Their words. Yep, that's my way. Yeah, end of the day, people will say about things, but end of the day, right, what you call it, their words don't carry on. They just say it and it just gets blown up in the sky. That was it. Sure. Yeah, that's not a problem, Cannibalids. I'll do anything. Yeah, what is it? Depends what it is. Yep. But in the meantime, guys, back in 5 minutes. I got to eat. I got to eat. Yeah, Cannibals, just PM me on that. But I do got to eat. We don't need them to tell us how to live our lives. No. Yeah, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Just enjoy the flight. Hang on. I'll be back in 5 minutes, guys. I think I'm having sausages or something. I'm not even sure. I'll let you know what I'm having. Oh. yours for you. Ugh. What happened? Oh, Moodbot. God's sake, really? Ah, I'm back. I heard of that song, Canniblitz. But I can't play it because get copyrighted on YouTube. Right, yeah, I just had mixed vegetables with pork sausages. Something simple, not over the top, and decent amount of food, I suppose. So it's looking good. Huh, someone's got a new PC. But yeah, just to confirm, Canniblitz, what we were saying early on. Yeah. Right, we have 1 hour and 40 minutes to go in flight. With 554 nuclear miles to go. Easy does it. Oh, I can get rid of that back now soon text file. There we go, she's disappeared. And then we can enjoy this flight. Now when we get to our destination, guys, I don't know how well I'm going to be landing. Did I get rid of it? Yeah, I did. Yeah. I did. There was a delay on my laptop. Okay, where am I missing? Just checking the alerts out. Look like I haven't missed anything. That's good. Right. So, this 2.5 hours flight has gone down quite a bit actually to 2 hours, which is good in some ways. But we what you call it, not in a rush to get to our destination. We can just travel there with ease. Doo-doo. Oh, Brendan's landed. We're still flying. How come it's ending then? Hey, Laura. How's it going? I mean, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Nice setup you have there. I'm okay, thanks. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, going good, thanks. Doing a nice. It's snowing in where you are. Nice. I mean, I know Scotland's got a lot of snow up there. Scotland's got pretty much snow, so I'm guessing towards Scotland area. I'm northeast, near the coast, and we had a snowfall yesterday morning. Oh, in the Midlands. Okay. That's a okay. Midlands. I wouldn't thought it was Midlands. I know Scotland's got it bad. And usually Newcastle and all that jazz tend to get it, but usually Midlands. I'm going to check outside the window for 1 second. Nope. No. So what? It's not much at the moment. Oh, okay. You could install the games. But yeah, Scotland's had it bad, but what I think what concerns most people at the moment is the bad floods, especially it's rising in that area like Wales and certain places been on the news about is the floods. That's more of concerning for people and businesses and stuff like that, especially at Summit Bridge. Oh, what's that place called? Rowling Bridge something, not A Bridge, it's not A Bridge. I'm not exactly sure. It makes me laugh about the BBC that the fact that they don't show you the most priority what's happening, or if they do show it, they only show it to you for about 5 up to 2 minutes. But something like a death, a celebrity death, or a very important man dies, or something happening in the politics or something like that, something that it's not really necessary, not important, they show it on for a lot longer. Yeah, the BBC are very especially all about their up themselves. They're all, it's like, I won't get into it, but when there was so-called Brexit was happening, the BBC was completely against leaving. They were trying to back up to stay. All they were showing you is about staying. What the? Yeah, it's just crazy. And then Boris Johnson mentioned about because BBC's like, okay, we are going to stop pensioners receiving free TV license. We are now decided to make them to pay for the TV license, and that put the mockers on this house, this roof. Don't pay for license under this roof because the oldest family member living in this house has already passed that. So we get we get free TV license. But at the same time, when Boris was in charge, then he was like, right, time to put the stomp on the BBC about this TV license. And I never heard anything since then. I tell you the truth, Kenner Blitz, it's crap on TV. It's utter crap. I never watch the television. It's crap. It's there's nothing on. It's completely rubbish. I mean, what the flip? I mean, yes, you got the Sweeney, you got the good old shows, the Sweeney and all those jazz, and Midsummer Murders and all that jazz. But they're old. They're repeats. They're damn old. I mean, once you see them once, you don't want to see them again. Every time I go down and sit down for my cup of tea, the Sweeney is on or that is on. I'm like, oh God, here we go again. Half the time I just don't even watch television. There's nothing much on half the time. 100% of the time, I just watch stuff on Netflix, Amazon, you name it. Wolf Harris. Oh yeah. Even the songs that Wolf Harris sings, not allowed anymore. It's just like his name is being deleted, and we all know why. We all know why his name's been deleted. But it doesn't concern me. I mean, you need to think about it, right? There's to anything that you listen, whatever you listen to the news, or the television, there's always something deeper than that. There's always something deeper in politics that most people are not aware of. There's loads of things in this world that we're just not known about. We just live our lives walking down the street with our shopping bags in our hands, not knowing what is going on half the time down that Pacific Street. Waking up. It's the young generation to worry about. What about the future? The young generation, what they think. I mean, look at me, I'm just young. I'm young. And half the time I don't understand things, and I'm not talented, I'm not acknowledgeable. And it's just that young generation. Those young generation will replace the older generation who is in those kind of what jobs they do. Those who makes the right decisions. But at the same time, it's just like it's like the high streets. Most of the high streets around the UK now are down. Shops are becoming empty. The shops are empty. Marks and Sparks stores are closing down. Devons have closed 17 this year. 17 stores of Devons have closed down. House of Frasers are going down. House of Fraser and John Lewis are both same company, and some of them are going down. British Home Stores are gone. Marks are thinking about getting rid of the clothing store and just keeping the food area. And the high streets are just literally going. The lies where we are told and believe is unreal. I admit I was totally in it. I was sold. Yeah. But the high streets are literally going down. But there's nothing to do about it. The lies. Half the time just goes over my head. But at least, I don't know if it's true or not or happening, but up northeast area there's a British steel mining area. And you know what it's like. Newcastle and this area, Newcastle have the biggest building ship where they build ships, and down below you've got the British Steel, and the recently China company bought them out. But in the red car area alone, we're going to receive 71 million to upfront the cost to keep the steel going, to employ around 5,000 jobs, and then that hopefully will pick the area up. First Gulf War woke me up when I was shot in the leg, and we stole his gold. USA took the oil, Queen took the gold. Yeah. It's just what can be fixed and what can't be fixed. What frustrates me the most, if you think about it, is right here in the UK, we have so much resources, and yet it's done overseas now. Think about it. Yeah, you was. It's no difference to America. All the Americans will say, I serve my country. I serve my country. and make sure my country doesn't go down. So they go out to war, they get injured, shot and hurt, or if not death, and then just to serve their country so that the country can get positive vibes, and at the same time they get nothing in return. I'm not sure about all of that kind of bits. I don't really follow that in details. But end of the day, the Queen, what do you call it? Is it the Prime Minister have more charge of sending the troops out and whatnot under his commands, or the Queen's? Even though it is the Royal Navy and the Royal Marines under the name Royal, are joined to defend our people and our country, not to invade others. That's just literally just bonkers out of this world. That is bonkers out of this world. The word defense or defend is just not there anymore. It's just like, it's all about sending troops and stuff over to to other countries, like those. The Queen is, yeah. But interesting talk, isn't it? Debating talk. No, I wouldn't call it debate. Oh, it's doing it again. Well, I just have to look at this camera angle. Yeah. I never served. I'm 26 years old and I never served. I'm half British anyway, to be honest. Born in Australia. I got to admit though, Australia is good for pensions. I've got to admit that. I've got to admit that better than UK. The fella people, or the people when they retire or they're done their duty as a Australian with the Australian Navy or whatever, they do get a decent pension. They don't get left out. I do have to put thumbs up on that. They do treat their people a bit better compared to UK, or even though they do complain about it, they do treat them a little bit better. They do get a bit more out of it, even if they don't serve 3 years, that they get something out of it. Anyway, Solomon's Airways. I only flown this kind of skin, this aircraft 3 times. Looks good. But yeah, the famous fish and chip shops in Whitby. It used to be in Whitby, and then recently they had a big fire, or the place got burnt down, and so they decided to move to Saltburn, which is good for me because it's closer. But yeah, they're in Saltburn, and the fish are good. Yeah, you are. Yeah, going deep. Yeah, I. Everyone's got different pins and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I agree. Your own people comes first before others. And even you have allies like British working alongside America. End of the day, it's just like help your own people first. But at the same time, in this country, don't. Well, I mean, what I mean by don't is the money side of it, where you probably know this yourself, where UK sends so much money to other countries to support other countries, and receive and they get the money. In the meantime, we need the money for ourselves more than them. I mean, they're sending more money to other countries, or supporting other countries by sending money to them, and yet we got nothing coming into the NHS system. I mean, and the crazy part is those money that they send over, whatever country, the money doesn't even get spent. It doesn't get spent on the proper what they need to spend it on. They just waste it. They go ahead and buy weapons. They don't use it for helping the homeless people. I mean, end of the day, we've got loads of homeless people in the UK. Why? The UK needs to spend on their own people in this country, like the homeless, the hospitals, before any other countries. But no, it's just like, oh yeah, I can help you, I can give you 10 billion. Yeah, there you go, that's 10 billion. I don't need the 10 billion from my own country, even though our NHS is going down, we've got people dying. Or we've got no more beds left. I mean, at least I can say that we got celebrities. We got celebrities who has a decent heart. I know they make I know they make loads of money, but there are good celebrities out there where this, like Angela Jolene, she's another one. Angela Jolene actually helped the Africans. She spent her own money, a lot of her own money, to generate camps, hospitals for the homeless and the African people. The world is a business. It's a gang on, a big club. Guess what? You aren't a part of it. Like a nightclub, your name and down, so you aren't coming in. That's a good quote. Yeah. You know, you're probably going to have a good conversation with my grandfather. But I recommend it, don't get too much in politics. End of the day, politics is just goes over my mind because I don't understand half of it. But don't try and get into politics, because once he starts getting into politics, he doesn't stop. And you've got to be careful about it too. Otherwise it can have another stroke or a heart attack. So I need to look at the what you call it, there we go. I need to look at the information ahead of me regarding the weather, the QNH, and all that jazz for the approach. So I'm setting it up now. Politics, police force, the same thing. Yeah. We need more police on the beat. We need a lot more police on the beat. Years ago, used to be one cop in every street. Actually, I should say back in the olden days. But there's a lot less cops now. Because there's a lot of that going on too. Too much knife stabbing, gunfights, murderers, shoplifters. I know you get it. I know you get it in every single country, but at the same time, it's getting worse. Depends where you are. Middlesbrough, actually, I've got to say, Middlesbrough is quite bad for drugs and stuff, and it's just like there's not enough people, not just police, but not enough people on the street to support them. There's just none of that, and if they are, most of them are volunteers. But the police force is pretty low. It's not a lot on the beat. And they're all young anyway. Most of them are young. Police enforce the politics laws. Yeah, they got to. They've been doing that for... They got to. They've been doing it for ages. They've been doing it since when they're all... Since it's just the very first beginning. They got to. You have to enforce the law. But what's stupid, right? What's stupid? They get away with it. No. Don't pay, we will send in the boys to make you... Oh, I've seen that program. We've seen that program. It's interesting how it can be the clients who is in fault, or the clients are... You know. And I'm seeing very good clients, and yet the house owner to complete the opposite. Complete opposite. But I've seen a couple of those episodes. It's interesting to watch, but at the same time, I just think, you just think some of them, the way they live. I mean, let's say one word: dirty. All I can say is dirty. But what I was mentioning about police enforcing the laws, it's the court. I mean, there's so many police resources gets useless, pointless police resources get used, and money get used for nothing. And at the end of the day, right, when someone gets arrested, they go for the progress and the money to try and get that person arrested, or they might arrest someone, and then 24 hours later, oh, it's free. He gets free like a simple hit and run or something like that. It's just it's just ludicrous. And yeah, I hope you guys don't think this is a boring stream, because all you see is me flying. But think about real life. This is real life. This is real life flying, boys. Oh boy. What is tomorrow? Wednesday. Not sure what I'm doing tomorrow. Not even know if I'm going out tomorrow, but let's find out. Oh. Well, we can check how many distance we got left. So we have 367 to go in distance, which is listed here. And in terms of minutes to hours, 48. That's looking good, 48. 48 minutes. So far, the flight is going good. Wow. Anyway. That's... Oh, I've got adverts funny. I'm doing something in the background, guys, so stand by. I do have adverts playing. Oh, sick of adverts. Twitch adverts. Sick of them. Would you like to go into Discord? Yeah, I can join Discord. I'm always in Discord, you know that. I'm always in Discord. Which one? Hello, Brendan, how are you? Hi, I am here but lurking cause you know why. Yes, you're flying too, aren't you? Brendan, how come your stream is ending and it's been like it was the past 6 hours? And you can't even hear either. Good evening. Good evening. Right.
Oh, you're there. Oh,
I'm here.
it's because I've got you on stream. That's
It's not to worry.
I heard double good evening, and I went, okay, he's in there.
You heard this.
Doing, bro?
I'm good. It's good to hear your voice again.
No, great to hear you as well. You know, I went a little bit deep tonight. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Sometimes I don't get to talk to a lot of people. If you know
Yeah,
what I mean.
yeah.
I'm just too busy working.
Do you work alone in the kitchen, or you got other people in the kitchen?
No, I'm private.
Oh,
Private chef. I
Well-
don't let no one touch my ingredients or food. Or...
well, it's a good
That's
thing.
the thing. When you're a private chef, yeah, you can have your own staff, but it just depends how many you're cooking for. I mean, of course, if I've got over 50 people, then I need some staff. But you know, but it's great. Yeah, last week, yeah, Sting, Madonna.
Oh,
was
okay,
there,
that's fair enough,
Jessie
Brendan.
J. It was great.
Yeah,
Loved it, and I really wanted to take some photos, but they're not allowed.
I know.
They won't let you do it.
That must be a dream job.
Well, it is and it isn't. You know, it's great to meet them. It's great to speak to them. I mean, I've cooked for Sting quite a lot, but most people don't know that they live in Wiltshire. They've got private houses. You know, they're
Yeah,
big flipping
yeah.
mansions.
I think most people do know that most celebrities have mansions, but they don't know whereabouts they live all the time. Because how many houses that? Well, he would have more than just one house, wouldn't he?
What, Sting? Oh,
Yeah.
crikey, yeah.
Yeah, you would have one
He's
in
got
America.
One in LA, New York, but his main home is here, Wiltshire. This is his
Yeah.
main
He's-
recording studio.
He's English, so he would live at his own house in his own country.
Yeah, but sometimes I do look at him in the eyes and I go, you know, I really don't like you sometimes.
My
I really wanna punch you in the face, but you know, it's
yeah, my grandfather knows Stinger, so my grandparents do know him.
Oh, right.
What?
So he knows his house in Wiltshire. Then.
No, don't
He
know
must
him personally, but you know, as a singer point of view.
Oh,
heard his
right, so
songs
we know-
and stuff, yeah.
Probably Walking on the Moon and
Yeah,
that was in the 70s.
yeah, because he's
but
he's been in the Navy for 12 years.
Yeah.
So
But you know, it's yeah, I'd love a little chat with him. That'd be great.
yeah, I mean, probably we'll discuss some things, but I won't mention it too bad. But I'll give you something so he doesn't get pension for it.
But I did. What?
No, he doesn't.
After 12 years,
Mm-hmm.
you should do.
I know, because we got two other cousins who works with the Air
Yeah,
Force.
because as far as I know,
He-
as long as you serve 3 years, as
Yeah,
long as you do
it's-
3
I'm not-
years, you get a pension.
I'm not
It's a
fully-
very low pension, but
I know, I not fully understand. Because he kind of left too early. Didn't completely finish enough, and at the same time, he then moved away and lived in Australia for 30 odd years.
Oh wow,
So,
that's
because I'm from Australia. I was born in Australia, but I'm half English because my grandparents and my mother is English born. So I
can I
got
say? Can I say?
two
Good
passports.
day, mate.
And yet in Australia, they all say, "Whereabouts are you from in the UK?" I'm like, huh? Because I've got an
Did
English
you?
accent.
But did you know this? This. I don't know if you know this, and I'm sure your granddad does. But did you know the real king of England lives in Australia?
I'm not 100% sure, but
Okay,
yeah,
look up Tony Robinson, the real king of England, and you'll see the bloodline. The
yeah,
Queen is German, and
yeah,
it was all
I know she's partly part different
no, she
nationalities and
yeah.
yeah,
They are Go Borg Hockenberg, I think they were called. Then they changed their name to Windsor,
yeah,
which is
Windsor.
fake. And the real, you swore to defend the Queen and all this bullshit, but
Yeah,
you know,
we pretty much
I'm
had
so
this talk
glad,
in
but
the chat.
yeah. Oh, I mean, there's not many people here, but the thing is the main thing is the younger generation right now are waking up, and I'm so pleased for that because the
Yeah,
brainwashing and everything that's gone on is just unbelievable. And it's sad, man. It's really, really sad.
yeah, but at the same time, it's partly too late in a way.
We gotta live our lives, but we shouldn't be doing. I do think there is a great awakening coming. I
Yeah,
really.
yeah, especially now out of so-called Brexit,
Oh God, what?
and we can start moving on.
I mean, you got to look at the guy, Boris Johnson. I mean, he's a freaking lunatic.
Yeah,
Why would you put someone like that in his power? I mean, Theresa May wasn't no good. Let me tell you
well,
now. I mean, she was really.
yeah. Don't want to talk about her. No.
But when you're going to put in someone like Boris Johnson, who doesn't,
At the same
oh
time,
man,
there's positive as well, where
he's not doing enough for the country. No,
mm,
he's not doing enough. No, absolutely not. Why hasn't he stamped? I can go into it like big time, but I don't want to go into it
yeah,
because it's
not
your
in
stream,
politics.
and I respect that.
Half the time
Yeah.
I don't understand it, but it's my grandfather's the same like you. Once he starts talking about politics, he goes for it. He literally
Yeah,
talks about it, and
I don't blame him.
but at the same time, when we came back from Wales, no, from Blackpool a year ago, he was watching the television and it was all about politics. He was having an argument at television so bad he had a heart attack or a stroke. So got to be careful.
Jesus Christ.
It's not good. So he went to the hospital for 3 days. So
Oh boy.
we don't want to experience that again.
Well, you know what he got upset about? Because of all the bullshit that he
Yeah, he got
sees.
upset and all that jazz because of
That's
politics, and that was Theresa May then.
Yeah, yeah. Well, people don't know. Do you know she sold 10,000 children to South America and to Hillary Clinton? Do you know?
Nope, I did not know
Yeah,
that.
well, yeah, she sold. What's it called?
There's so much stuff that never gets released in the press, like BBC.
Of course it won't, because they want to brainwash you. They want to make you keep you on this system that you work so hard. You've got no idea what to research. Right, knowledge is power. Now, I'll tell you that now. Knowledge is power. I'll give you a couple of names to research. Okay. Well, you probably already know them, but their name
Hopefully.
is Jordan Maxwell and Santos Bonacci. Jordan Maxwell and Santos Bonacci. These guys speak the truth.
What, they write books, don't they? Articles.
Oh, they've got many, many books.
Yeah, gonna say. I thought they're
But
story writers.
But I believe in astrotheology and syncretism. That's what I believe in.
Yeah.
The planets, the moons, the stars, and everything else. That's what I believe in.
I
'Cause
don't.
that's what the
I'm not a
Bible is all
book
about.
reader, so.
Oh, you don't read books? Oh, God, I love
No.
to read.
I'm not a book. I do read a lot of stuff on the screen, but like holding a book,
You see, this is the thing.
it's. I have
Most
some
people haven't got
difficulty.
time.
Yeah, time. Yeah.
Knowledge is power. Do you know all these mansions and that you see all around the place? These
Yeah.
big, stately homes.
Yeah.
Guess what they've got? They've got massive libraries.
Yeah. Libraries. Yeah.
Right. So they learn from their forefathers because it's all in their libraries. We, as slaves, have to work. So we haven't got time to read these books, you know?
Mhm.
So knowledge is power. And that you will wake up to the whole system. It's unbelievable what they have done. Unbelievable. And this is why I'm fighting against it now. Because I am a warrior. I wasn't a, you know the word soldier?
Mhm.
Sold dia. Sold to die. Yes. That's what soldier means. You were sold to die.
Yeah.
But I wasn't a soldier, I was a warrior. And yeah, it's a complete difference. You'll see it. You'll see it.
Yeah.
When you research it and you find it out, they refer to us as chattel. Do you know what they've referred to us as chattel? It's called cattle, like a cow.
Yeah.
A
A
male
group of them. Yeah.
and female. So a calf is born, he feeds off the mother's milk. When he comes up, when the calf comes up, then they feed him hay. Now when they get to a certain age, they will slaughter him because guess what? We looked after you, now you're gonna make us money.
Yep. And feed the
Period.
people. People eat them.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's really, really disheartening how they look at it. I can tell you now, in 1990, was it 1990 or 1991? One of the two. Before the 1992 Olympic Games, I was in Tidworth, and the Queen's sister Anne was coming down, and she was doing dressage in a palladium that it was up Tidworth. You'll see if you look at it on the map, you'll see it. And the Queen, Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, and all that was all in the. I was on close protection, and the words I heard them speak, I was disgraced. I just went, "What the?" I couldn't believe it. But yeah, and that's what really woke me up to it all.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah. You had some a good experience and life experience in your time.
Oh yeah, I've had a lot, but I I just want to spread the message now. I want to spread it to people and get out of this slavery system that they're in. We're in a fiat currency. It's all on interest. There is mass fraud going on to keep us enslaved, keep us dumb, keep us stupid so they can prosper. This is what this coronavirus is all about.
Mm.
Did you know the Queen is behind the quote coronavirus? And I can prove it.
Behind it? In what way?
They released it. I can prove it to you.
They released it.
Absolutely.
Huh.
Absolutely. It's designed to crash the global economy. That is why it's in China. Because China is the leading in the global economy. That's why it's 5G?
Yeah.
That's what they're yeah.
Which we don't want in this country.
Why it's in Wuhan.
Well, we do, but not from that company, from China.
It's in Wuhan. at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's spreading. So this is what they're going to do. They are going to crash the global economy and bring back the gold and silver standard, because the fiat currency is done. I mean, your money, your piece of paper is worth nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's a whole scam. It's a whole scam. And Italy, yes, Italy has now closed its borders.
Yeah,
Yes,
with
you're
over
quite right.
300 are affected.
Yeah, it is. And Bill Gates and I can prove to you that Bill Gates, Melinda Gates, his wife, and the Queen is behind this.
Did
I
not
can
know
prove
that.
it.
Did not know that. I don't really know anything regarding. Don't even know how exactly it got started or how the virus got generated.
Well, it was released in Wuhan. It's called Wuhan in China.
Yeah.
If you look at some videos of Wuhan, you will see what's going on. You see, you won't see this on the TV because it's all programmed. That's why they call it a TV program, because they're programming you to believe in their narrative and what's going on and all these fucking programs on the TV. I've never watched TV, and I'm glad you don't anymore.
Yeah, half the time's nothing going.
Yeah, it's all bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
Or
but,
repeats.
It just makes me mad because I want to stand up for my fellow man. You know, I served in the army, and I swore to defend my fellow man, not the fucking queen, who shouldn't even be a queen. You know, and I freaking swear to her and all this, and she betrayed me, man.
Yeah.
She betrayed me. Do you know what? You know, when I was shot in the leg, well, you know, I was shot.
Mm.
They left me out to die. Period. They left me to go rot in a corner. That's all they did. You know, when I got back, you know, I said, you know.
So how did you get out then? Did you get to walk
Well, I
up and walk?
couldn't. Well, the unit I was in, I couldn't parachute anymore, and I couldn't tab 50k anymore because my leg is knackered.
Mm.
So they just dumped me and left me.
Hmm.
Not the soldiers. No, don't get me wrong. Not the I mean, I got back. I was flown to Frimley Park Hospital, and they operated. They knew they couldn't do anything, but they pinned it. I had screws, I had metal work, and all this and all that.
The bullet would spread it too, wouldn't it?
But I couldn't. Well, it shattered the bone.
Yeah,
Shattered my femur. But I couldn't perform like I used to, like jump out of airplane. I'm not going to tell you what I was in, but jump out of airplanes.
Yeah, I know.
Go behind
I know what
enemy
you're saying.
lines,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
yeah. It was
So
it was limited. It
because
was
I couldn't
cut
do
down.
that, they just discharged me, medically discharged me, and screwed me. You're no good to us, so fuck you, basically.
But the same.
And I went, you bastard. You know, I do get a pension, I do get this and that, but don't just leave me to drown, man. I serve my country. What the fuck is this?
To be honest, every country and every army, they all do that anyway. Everyone gets everyone gets it. I know, but it's how things are. It's always wrong.
And then you see the gold that they took, and the oil that they took. Yeah, it's all a joke. It's an absolute, complete joke. There are no. Do you know? Oh man, I could go so deep, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
I could probably have a great conversation with your granddad.
Yeah. Probably leave him at your house and I'll go elsewhere. Because I don't get into these things whatsoever.
I just think it's a disgrace. I think it's a disgrace, and I think people like yourself and the younger generation that I see, I'm so happy that I can see you awake. I am so, because most people aren't. They're just not. when I like go down the town or walk around and
Mm.
things, I look at the people and all they are glued to is their mobile phone
Oh, absolutely.
or yeah, and they're talking about TV program or music or they are so distracted from knowledge
Yeah.
from
Makes me
and
laugh how they walk into a building.
yeah, I mean they cross a road and they don't even know where they are.
What's worse, they've got children with them too.
Yeah.
Young adults with, or young parents with children. And it's then their children grow up and doing the same thing over again.
Yeah. And all they're doing is going to work. You know, they're walking down the street, going to work, but they're so glued to. But what you're doing is downloading yourself onto this app or phone or whatever, and you are being completely manipulated.
Absolutely. Years ago, when phones weren't around, it's just like it's like nowadays, which I see a lot. Two people sitting at the table doing their phones, and my grandparents and I always say, "What the hell is that? Oh, they're just texting to each other. They're not even talking. They're just texting.
Yeah.
They just don't talk to each other anymore. We see that all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
I do have a phone, but I don't have any data on it. I can't text, nothing. Other time, I just don't use it.
Yeah, that's the same as me. I've got, well, me and mobile phones.
Yeah,
But the thing is it's separating you. It's separating from the family
exactly.
because they're all, and you're going to have arguments. You're going to have, all this because it's creating it for you.
Hello,
You know what I
Panda.
mean?
How are you? Yeah, it's end of the day.
It's
End of the
that's
day, a
why-
phone is a phone where you talk to someone, not to do anything else on it.
It's an AI.
How you going, Panda?
It's a
Are you good?
computer, it's ridiculous in my opinion, but
Yeah, absolutely.
and I just care so much for my fellow humans and brothers and sisters. My doctor. I went to my doctor the other day and I said, "Do you know what? It breaks my
Yeah, I'm good,
heart
Panda. Doing a good
that
flight.
I've
Our
come down
information's
here
in the
to come see
title.
you." And all the people in the waiting room are on their mobile phone.
Not even reading a magazine. Yeah, I know. It's how this world is this day and age.
It is. We've forgotten who we are, where we've come from, and where we're going. That's what we forgot. But the thing is, when I cook, I put it in my food. I put it in my food and I share it. I think that's why Sting likes me so much.
Yeah, eats your
Because
food.
Yeah, it is. There's one ingredient that you can't buy, and that's love.
Yeah, and that's a secret one too.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, when I cook, they can taste my love.
Yeah. I
Just a bit upsetting the way that, but we need the human population needs help. They really, really need help to wake up. Don't forget, bro. I was totally brainwashed for 22 years. 22 years of service. I was brainwashed, and I said to my doctor, I said, "Listen, you don't understand. I'm a trained killer. I can go out and kill anyone on an order of the Queen. And I wouldn't even beat a heartbeat about it. That was what I used to be. But now, no.
But I think end of the day, everyone learns from the mistakes and live on, don't they? Have to live on. End of the day.
Oh no, bro, but for 22 years...
23 minutes to go, guys. Oh, this is Canniblitz.
22,
This is
think about
Canniblitz.
that. Think about that.
Yeah, it's
trained
quite long.
assassin.
Yeah, it's quite long. Quite. That's like half a lifetime right there. Literally.
Yeah. and then
Half
you
a
come out,
lifetime.
and then you wake up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to take sometimes. But I'm glad I am for the better now, and I spread the love, and I spread my food everywhere.
Yeah.
And obviously, I get paid 10K per meal.
That is good. That is
It's not the
damn.
money. I don't do it for the money, bro.
Yeah, I know,
do
but
not
that's
do
quite
it for
good.
the money.
That's quite good.
No, but when you see them, and they demand like gold plate on their
He's a chef.
soup, and
He's a chef.
what they do is they buy it from India. They buy because India's got loads of gold. They pound it. They pound it like to a real thin, fine leaf. It's called. It's called gold leaf, and they want this.
He's a chef for
put
a
that way, and they want
mansion
that
place,
little
I should
flake
say.
put that way, and
He cooks for celebrities.
oh crikey, this guy don't even know me. Sorry.
No, it's alright.
Sorry, Empire.
So I did answer him.
I'm taking over your stream. I don't want to do.
Now Panda will understand. He's in
Yeah,
that good generation.
I was a Saturday and Sunday.
But he's got the best job in the world. And
If
to
you-
meet those people.
Yeah, no.
But at the
I
same
never
time,
say-
you probably like, because you know everyone's trying to get. Oh, I like to meet them face to face. But once you get to know that specific person, like you have working under that specific roof, you like, oh, this guy. Once I get to know him, I feel like punching him in the nuts.
Oh God, I mean, crikey. I mean, it just made because I was brought up with nothing. We had a
Yeah.
really hard time. But I made something of myself. Listen, I can tell you now, Panda. Someone who says that SAS were never in the SAS. Let me put it that way. Sorry, I was talking to one of your guys now.
No, that's fine.
You will never know who's in. The people who's, that's what makes me mad, When I done, it's called selection. They call it selection. I think you know. Did I show you the penny phone one?
Don't think so. I can't remember. Which one again?
You can search it on
Yeah.
YouTube. It's called Penny Fan, and it's called Selection Course. And man, hardest thing I ever done in my life. It was lovely, but no, I didn't make it in the SAS. Absolutely not. These guys are on a different level.
Yeah, I would expect that. I know about the selection dude, he says.
Oh, fuck me. I've given myself away. Just call on Saturdays and Sundays. That's what I used to call. So, someone used to come at you like, sometimes when what Remembrance Parade, I always go down and I always put my badges in and do that. And they go, dude, was you fucking SAS? I goes, nah, man, I was just Saturday and Sundays. I was a blanket stand.
Yeah.
It is very, I'll tell you now, you have no idea how hard it is. Do you know what? Sometimes, I'll tell you a story now. Do you want to hear a story?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, we'd like to hear a story.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, right. Well, it was about 2:00 in the morning, and we was like bulling we call it bulling. Bulling means shining, so you can see it in the mirror.
Yeah.
We call it bulling. They came in the rooms. There was like 24 of us. They came in the room. They let thunder flashes off, and it's like a hand grenade, basically. Stuck Hessian bags over our heads. All I had on was my boxer shorts.
Okay.
And we were taken out, and we were dropped off in a location, and it was called Survival.
Okay. So it's like in the water or somewhere?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So they took you into this like building, took off your Hessian mask, gave you a map, and went, "This is the location you got to get to. Now fuck off."
So
Sorry, I swore.
yeah. Other words, be on.
So-
Go on your
yeah.
go on your way. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was sneaky. I was the sneaky one. Do you know what I did? I just ran around the corner and laid down. Everyone else legged it, right? Everyone else legged it, and I stayed there. I just went into a little bit of grass ditching, and I went. So I sneaked up. I let down all the tires on their Land Rovers.
Yeah.
I pulled it. You know the Land Rover. You know when on a tire on a car, you got that little pin.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, yeah.
I just pulled that out.
Yeah, and the air
all
comes
their
out.
Yeah, so they couldn't follow me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went into the skip and I nicked all the rations. So I just went away and I was just like surviving.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah.
it. And I used my brain.
Yeah, exactly. Where the
The
others
other-
are
They're
gone.
like running
Yeah.
like headless chickens.
Yeah.
You know? But another story. But I did get captured. They took me in. They put a pillow case over my head, and it was soaking wet. It was
Of
like
water, yeah. Yeah, they were choking.
Yeah.
They were pouring bucket waters over your head, aren't they?
No. That's a different bit of torture. They're not
Okay.
allowed to do that. What they did is they put that over my head, and then they made me smell petrol,
Oh.
and then they flickered a light in front of the pillowcase over my head. So all I could smell was petrol and a light.
Oh,
And I
okay.
went, and they were shouting, "Name, rank, number, where you come from?" All this.
Yeah. Holy
And I was
moly.
like, yeah, and I just went mental. And the other one I got, I was pinned to the floor and tied down with my legs spread. And what they did is they took the spare wheel off of the Land Rover and pushed it on my balls.
Okay.
But they were revving a Land Rover next to me.
Oh.
So they were revving the engine and rubbing the tire up on my balls like they're going to run me over.
Okay. What the? Okay.
And I was like, God, yeah. And I
Oh.
never, ever told them nothing. That's why I passed.
Oh boy.
So there.
That was definitely felt uncomfortable.
Oh my God. I thought I was going to get me body squashed.
You
but
definitely will have numbnuts
it's
after
just
that.
A test. It was just a test.
Yeah.
But some people cracked up. They couldn't take it.
Yeah.
Couldn't. But that's what they want. They want to break you. They want to push you. They want to see you.
Yeah. Not like yeah. They would.
And I can tell you many more, but that's just a couple.
Because if I know in World War I, World War II, people get captured and they're going to prison camps. They get tortured even a lot worse than that, don't they?
I can tell you now, right? I know a guy. I'm not gonna name him, but I know a guy who was caught by the IRA, and they had a hand mincer. You know,
Yeah.
Hand
Yeah.
mincer.
Yeah.
where you turn the handle and you put the meat in.
Yeah.
Well, basically, they put his hand in.
Oh boy.
And they started mincing, and he did not give in. And at the end of the day, obviously they murdered him. But
Oh boy. That wouldn't. Oh. I don't
yeah.
even want to dream that bit. Oh god, that's.
oh yeah, you can. I mean, if people.
That
don't
is
believe
correct,
me,
Brendan. 15
that's
minutes
what
to go.
happened, and I knew him. I'm not going to say his name.
Yeah.
But you know this guy called Chris Ryan, who made the book Bravo 20 and all that.
Mm.
Bullshit.
Hmm.
But he was never in the SAS. Let me tell you right now. Chris Ryan was never in the SAS, and I would face him, and I would tell him. And he could not deny me, because I know him, You're bullshit. All you did was make the SAS famous, which is okay, but you never done the time, man. You never done the training, so don't give me that. It makes me mad that this guy made millions on the SAS name. It makes me sick. Because you're full of BS. Chris Ryan was never in Bravo 20, and there was no call sign called Bravo 20. SAS don't use those call signs.
Okay.
There is no
yeah.
call sign.
I'd say half of it's just literally made up.
We, in the in the early 1990s, we used to call it ptarmigan. It was called ptarmigan, and it was a secure thing, and he never mentioned that at all. So it's ridiculous. And even, you know, even goes on TV. You know, these guys who do this SAS stuff on TV and stuff like that, so they got no way.
But
They got no idea.
at the same time, it's television. They wouldn't put. Oh, they wouldn't. I think they got a limit of what you can show on television. Then they can show
Yeah.
a certain thing on television.
Yeah, but don't fake.
Yeah.
Don't fake. Don't. The men I know and the men who have served our country and who've died that you will never ever know. Don't fake it, man. You're dishonouring the people who've given their lives for this country. That's what annoys me. It really annoys me. But it is what it is. Going too deep. I said we weren't going to go too deep.
I'm trying to work something out on my aircraft. It's not. My checklist is not going. Don't know what's going on here. I might have to do a menu one soon.
It looks like it's crashed to me.
Crashed?
Yeah, you're like
Yeah.
stuffed.
I moved the camera around. It should move. I'm not. It's an aircraft. You look outside and you don't think everything's moving, but it is. I am moving, slowly but surely. But I'm not static.
Yeah, I'll tell you another thing that we were. Well, I'm not gonna say what. You know when a new prison is built.
A new prison.
You know, a prison.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. A prison.
the
Yeah,
first-
yeah, yeah.
Do you know what the first thing they do?
We're a prison.
Yeah, a real prison, not like, you know.
Well, make them
first-
strip them.
No, the first thing they do is they send in the boys, and you've got to escape. If
Wow.
you escape, prison is not secure. And I can tell you now, I've escaped from
What?
like 5
That's
prisons.
that's when you. That's you said when they build a new prison. Did you say?
When they've built a new
Oh,
prison,
okay. Yeah, yeah.
the first people they put in there is a certain people, and they tell them to escape.
Yeah.
And I've escaped from 5 prisons.
Hmm.
No problem whatsoever. Easy. And they go, oh shit, we got to fix that problem. We got to do this. We got to do. You know. Yeah. Maximum security is not maximum security.
Mm.
We will always find a way to escape. Always. It's our job. But it was bad.
Yeah. But most of the time it's
was
different
so
now.
Easy.
This day and age.
You know, the closest thing I could like really is like well, it's not even the closest really, but you know, The Rock, the movie The Rock.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard. Yeah, I've seen the
Sean
movies.
Connery.
Yeah, I heard them. I watched the movies.
Yeah, there you go. That gives you a little bit of an insight.
Yeah.
I can tell you many. Oh yeah, you know that. Oh, what was that program called? My sister told me to watch it. It was 2 guys in a prison. He had loads of tattoos of a prison escape plan or something.
Escape plan.
Is that what it is called? I don't know.
Well, there's
It's
three.
on-
Is it movie or TV show?
I think no, it was a TV program.
okay.
My
Max-
sister told
maximum-
me to watch.
I think
And
it
I
was.
did-
I think one of
It
them's
was-
called Maximum Security.
I don't know the name. I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to look it up. But my sister told me to have a look at it, and I went, "Oh my god, that is so pathetic." I said, "That's not like you know. You wouldn't let someone come in with tattoos all over them and have an escape plan. No,
Mm.
no, it's not real world, man. But the system, yes, there was some truth in that. The way he handled the guards, the way you get friends, the way you manipulate the situation. Your stream is still frozen. It's not just you're moving, but the plane.
The plane is moving. What do you mean? The plane is moving.
I just see control panel in clouds.
Yeah, that's what it meant to be.
Half of the screen is clouds. Other part is no. It was alright. Okay, now it's now it's moving.
Yeah, it's moving. It's just it's hard to tell when you're flying. You know what flying's like, especially in commercials. I mean, I'm moving. I mean, how can I put it? Everything's moving. I am descending.
See, that was frozen before. Yeah, look, see that screen right there?
Yeah.
It was frozen. That's it.
Okay.
But it's good now.
Well, if I was in a helicopter, I wouldn't even be moving. I'd be well, no, it's sometimes when you're at 40,000 feet, going to a destination in an aircraft, you look out the window sometimes thinking, are we even moving? But we are.
Yeah, no. Before it wasn't even. I could see the clouds moving now. Before it wasn't.
Yeah,
But
because
it
I'm
was
getting.
probably my side. It was probably
Yeah.
my side.
No, it's not a problem. I'm descending to 10,000, and so I'm going to be in the clouds soon.
Oh boy. I just loaded up 50 and I see him streaming now and
Yep.
it's my anniversary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 31 months.
31? I thought it was 32 or 33.
It should have been.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's saying 30. Probably because I haven't been on his thing.
Yeah,
for
you
so
might
long.
you might have missed a month, but then again, if you set it up to renew automatically, it should automatically get renewed every month. You know.
Yeah, it is. It's auto. It's auto. I'd never ever do that in 50 years.
Yeah.
Because I was.
I know the
was
story.
The first one.
Yeah, I know. On the very first day when you got the sub, I know. I was there. I was there on the day.
So
With the-
you're at 33 and I'm at 31. That's
No, I'm not. I'm 31. Because you're
right,
always
okay.
you're.
I thought you said 33.
No. You're always a month ahead of me.
Okay, let me.
That's how I know how you. Because I started subbing 50 about a month after you. So that's how I know that you're always the first one. Because I'm always exactly about 2 to 3 weeks after you.
Yeah.
Because you're the very first number one person to give 50 a sub.
I'll tell you what. Let's go quiet and I'm going to turn his volume up and let's see what he says. I'm sure he's going to go. Kill him, Blue! Okay, I'm going to mute you in a minute. Here we go. Right. Oh my god, I don't know what to put in the message.
He's busy trying to unlock his safe. Hello, Black Fox. How are you, sir? Hello, Captain. How's the flight? Well, we are coming to a landing very soon, and we need to go down to 5. We're going down to 5. How are you, sir? Yeah, it would be 3 years. Kenko? I'm good. What about you? You having a nice, good day, Black Fox? Are you having a shiny, good, super day?
He's such a lovely guy.
He never changes, which is a good thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm so glad that I found him, really.
Well, it's interesting how we found each other, to be honest, from the very beginning.
Oh, yeah. Well, I found you for 50, so.
Yeah. I found that, and then, yeah.
Should we really do his head?
Oh, what are you talking about?
Should I give him a big donation?
It's your choice. I'm not going to say anything. I mean, it's your choice. I mean, it's the end of the day, it's your decision.
He got met. Could I don't know if you can remember that time. When I gave him...
Well, there's many other guys.
that was when Jimsy...
Gem?
What's her name?
Gemsy Diesel?
Yeah. That was when she was there.
Oh, appreciated, Black Fox. What are you eating?
50, then 100, then 125, then 150, then 175.
Yeah, he went
And
crazy.
He just went mental.
He had to stop the stream. Well, he didn't stop the stream, but he had to pause his stream.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I think I'm going to sound a little bit mental, but
Yeah,
and
it's-
yourself, and yourself.
No, you don't. You don't have to do
I've
that.
earned a lot. Yeah, I know. I know I don't have to do it, but I earn so much money. I don't know what I fucking do with it.
Yeah.
And it's not a lucky position, but it's just a privilege. I don't know. We'll see. Let me get. Yeah, let me go. I don't want to blow him away. And you know, what's his name? Twarog?
Yeah,
That
Mr.
guy?
T. Yeah, Mr. T.
Yeah, he private messaged me and said, "What the fuck are you doing?
Hmm?
Giving." Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. T is you might know he's partnered now. He's got the partner tick. He's been partnered with Twitch.
And what did he always say? I'll never do that.
I know,
I'll
but
never partner.
I know, but
Yeah.
things have changed. He's got it last week, in fact, and he's got the tick. So
I mean, I do like the guy, but I don't like his dumb attitude.
but that's the way he is.
He was, I'll never do this.
I know.
I remember when before the affiliate came out, he was like whinging all the time. And then when he got affiliate, he went, oh, this is great. And that was when Carl, Johnny, farming.
Yeah. He doesn't do a farming match as he used to.
No, he's in a bad way, I think.
Yeah.
But you know, he was in Armagh when I was patrolling the streets. Put it that way. And one of my friends got bombed, but he was there when I was there.
No,
patrolling the
Fox.
streets.
It's
Can you imagine that? And I didn't know
it's
that
Obex.
until
It's
we spoke
It's
privately, but yeah.
I'm using
He-
Obex
he was
and
there,
a bit of
and,
Rex
in
textures to make
Armagh,
it
it's
good.
all
It's
because
no,
people
I don't
were
use the waters.
bombing.
I don't use any add-ons in FSX
£2,000
from the
bomb went off.
workshop.
But
So
yeah, that's another story.
yeah. My checklist is not working, so I look like I have to do this manually. Well, good luck. I'm dropping down speed because I'm descending.
All right, okay. Yeah.
But that's fine. But
I do
it's
like
good
the
to hear
game
you.
that 50's playing though. I
Yeah,
do like that.
it's good. It's Sherlock Holmes. It's he does enjoy those kind of games. He does like to go for the story plot. So yeah.
Jesus Christ.
If
Me,
Black
YouTube,
Fox.
Project Flying Subject, Hardware, Twitter, Streamboot, Discord.
Black Fox, if you put in Asian Mark Flight add-on, it will list of all the
That's
add-ons that I
cool.
have.
No. Is that? Oh yeah.
Hmm?
That's kind of hard to find there, Empire.
Hard to find what? The support thing? I made sure it's hard because you know what I'm like. I don't really accept those kind of things, you know.
Yeah.
So that's me.
I'll give
2,500.
Right, we're coming.
And you know I don't do this. You've got a maximum of £10 and a minimum of 1, so I can only donate £10. That's what it says to me.
That's weird. What does it say again?
£1, 3, 5, 10. That's it.
Yeah, but you can put in your own one.
Can't even.
You can put in your own down. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I can.
Yeah.
It just gives you that option. That's a
That's
little bit confusing.
yeah. I set that up myself from 1 to 5, and then you can put in whatever you want by clicking on it. But they're the standard setting ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, edit. Just literally click on it, and at the top where the numbers are. I haven't done any helicopter training at all, Panda. Yeah, Black Fox, if you check those, you will see all the Rex Texture Direct and Obex makes all these sceneries and the texture, how it, even the clouds. What you read there, they're the add-ons, what I have. So, you name it.
Now do me a favour. Get some fish and chips and Whitby.
You mean Saltburn? Because they've moved, remember?
Well, no, just get your granddad to go and get a beautiful fresh fish from the boats and. What the? Okay, that's neat.
What's new? Huh?
It didn't. No, it just came up with. All right, now it's gone. That's seriously weird.
Thank you for the donation.
There you go. You can put it up there. No, it's come on. That's what. After I donated it, it came up with a big page saying donate again.
Yeah, you can off-click that. That's a new thing, remember? It's the same thing you used before, but what do you call it?
No, it's different. It's completely different to what I used before. Absolutely different.
Uh,
But it's okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro. It's all right. It's done. It's okay. But what I will do, Empire, I will gonna mute and leave Discord and go and watch a little bit of 50 before I go to bed because I got a little bit of work to do tomorrow.
Yeah, you got an early start tomorrow?
Well, I always get up at 3 in the morning. Always.
Always, yeah.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
got breakfasts to do. You know where we're coming from.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway,
well.
I thank you for tonight. I really appreciate that. And get down there, get some fresh fish, and
Well, Cannablitz, thank you, man. Appreciated.
You're more than welcome, bro.
It's pleasure talking to you again. You know, it's been a long time since we've spoken with anyone, to be honest.
Time.
Yeah.
Whenever I see you and I'm around, I'll try and get on.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, bro. But I'm gonna leave now. I'm gonna go to 50. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
50's my. You're my son, but 50's my man. You know?
Yeah. He's the man.
Thanks, Empire. Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you, Cannablitz, once again. Thank you. Wow. And we coming on approach, boys. Why did it show up though? I don't understand. Why didn't it show up? Did any of you guys gave me a raid or something? As no, that didn't come up. I need to pick a different platform. That's weird. Well, we're coming in for approach, boys and girls. We are coming in for approach. Okay, so I will disengage that. And that is okay. I can see the runway. So what I'm going to do is leave it as it is, but go down to 2,500 feet. And we indicate that 25,000 feet. I go down to 2,000 feet actually. Ooh, I need to check that out off stream, but why the checklist isn't working, that's what I don't get. Right, the checklist isn't working. Flaps I checked. Full flaps.
2,500.
I get full flaps. I can see the runway. Localize is captured. I put this to 1016. That's what the FMC is saying. I need to go at 1016. Okay, that's fair enough. That is checked. Coming up to 2,000 feet. Really? Let's go down to 13. Well, I need to take this manually.
Second autopilot is on. Second autopilot is on.
No, I'll keep it as it is.
Autopilot on.
Okay, okay, I have to do this manually, so I might have to do this manually. Put the gear down.
Speed. 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 Speed.
1,000.
Speed. 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 Speed.
500.
Speed. Speed. Speed.
400.
Speed. Speed.
100
Okay.
above.
Speed. 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 Speed.
You have to do this manually. I don't know what it's doing that for.
Speed. 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 Speed.
I have to do this manually.
Speed. 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 Speed.
300. 200.
Oh, flip. Flip, get up. Almost saved it. Oh, get up, get up, get up, get up. Holy moly.
Autopilot on.
Holy moly. Now we're overspeeding. Okay, then we do this to slow it down. Okay, I have no idea what my aircraft is doing, but we got it under control. We got it under control. Flaps are down fully. Flaps are down fully. We're keeping that too. We are slowing down. Lights are on. Landing gears are on. Stick around 1,500,000. Now let's completely spin around. Let's go down to 140 and completely spin around.
Autopilot off.
Right, I'm going to take this manual. Going to take this fully manual, guys. That's weird, it's going down again.
1,000.
Right, get back up, get back up. Get back up, get back up, get back up. Easy off, easy off, easy off. There we go. Set that to 3,000 for minutes of use. Stick at 130, we are at 1,000. Okay, okay, I'm not exactly sure, but this is a madhouse. There's the runway. It's okay, I can see the runway to the left of me. Oh my god, this is This is how can you put it? Well, we're at 1,000 feet.
1,000.
Yeah, I know I'm at 1,000 feet. Just completely doing this manually. 138. Put that to normal. Oh, I can. Oh, okay. I can see the runway. Well, I need to straighten it up out a bit. Let's go down. Slow it down to 135. There we go. Let's drop down a bit. Line up, line up, line up. We're doing this manually. The concentration. I shouldn't have come this way, to be honest. Get down.
500.
Cannon Blitz.
400.
Get down a bit. Coming to full landing, guys. Okay, concentrate.
300. 200. 300.
Sink rate.
200. 100. 70. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard, 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 retard.
And we are down. Oh. Oh. We are down. What was the landing weight, guys? What was the landing weight, guys? What was the landing weight, guys? Tell me, please. What was the landing weight? Oh, that was good. And we are down. We are down. Now the checklist works, really. Okay, we put the brake on and very nice. Yeah, I'm going to replay it. Instant replay. Oh, and 50. I watched that. 50. I saw that. There we go. Coming in for another landing. Yeah. Do that again. I need to go out a bit more. Instant play. 160. There we go. So we are coming in again. Okay, I need to watch this how I need to watch it to learn from a mistake. It's completely manual. Now what put me off, the fact that the trees. It's the trees. I mean, So I was coming in okay easily, and then you got a big dive down to get to it, because then you come over the short mountain, and you just literally have to dive down without hitting the trees, and at the same time I'm awfully low from the trees. You can see me trying to level off. So the colours are correct. I was coming in at the angle. To be honest, I came in too low. But then I was coming in centered, almost centered. That was good. Right, so let me put in the APU on, lights are off, that's fine. It's parking too small, too small, too small, everything's too small, so just front me there. Really? There we go. Cut the engines off. Turn the lights off. Those lights off. Disable that. That is fine. Engines off. Parking brakes off. Okay, he's finished. Yeah. What was the first landing weight? Because I'm aware at times that the second landing weight is always not always accurate, to be honest. So right, so the APU's on. I might as well turn off the fuel pump. And then I can oh, too small. Jetway's too small to onboard the passengers. Whip. So basically I can't onboard my passengers. So yeah. But the engine's off even though I can hear it. So let me just power her off. Let me power her off completely. I have external power on, so I might as well turn off the checklist. Go to ground servers. Exit power set. There we go. And then I can turn off the power. Still have the external power switch on. Got to love GSX. No, what do you call it? It's big. They call it big. Well, I did push back. Ladies and gentlemen, we have landed. That is right. We have landed. And I can't deboard my passengers because of GSX saying ground service is unavailable because it is too small for the aircraft. And so, Licky whipped that. Thanks for the flight. Yeah, it's good. If you need to know the code for this flight, if you're going to do this flight, Black Fox, I'll give you a couple of tips. Number one, the airport that we're taking off is not tarmacked, it's gravel, so you need to use flaps 3. And while I was rolling down the runway, it was like bouncing. No ILSs, just a localizer, so you're literally coming in manually, and yeah, it's... But in this area of the country, you don't expect to have these runways with ILSs and stuff. Even the main international airport at Hulu, whatever you want to call it, doesn't have it. I can save you. I only fly the I only fly the Cessna 172, the Cessna 208, BE58 in a DC3. I don't do big airlines. So you do GA flights, which, tell you the truth, I do enjoy. Have you got the TBM 850 or the 900? That's a good aircraft to check out. TB850 and the TB900 are excellent one propelled engine. They're very good airplanes to do short flights and check out the scenery. They're pretty good. They're pretty excellent. So let me turn these tabs down, and there's our flight route. And Brendan's still going. He's got another 46 minutes to go in his 9-hour journey. Yes, I'm on both VATSIM and FSX. I love to fly around. Yeah. I don't use VATSIM, and don't say sorry either as a banned word. I don't use VATSIM that often. So let me complete the flight and then go to logbooks, which I don't have any because I completed it all. Logbooks. Now check my real landing rate. Really? Huh. And that's manual. So the first landing rate was -79. My second one, which I didn't even realise it came up, was 0, and the last one was -34. Whoa. Okay. It's not accurate, but okay. Just believe what Project Fly says, basically. But that was an enjoyable flight. Right, guys. I don't have any plans of what I want to fly tomorrow, but I'll work something out. Maybe with Green Daz, maybe. Anyone got any flight ideas? I might do it. I did say from the beginning that I'll be aiming to do mostly flying through that this week, until up till Friday, when we do helicopters. When we do helicopters, which I need to not to practice, which I don't need to practice. Which I don't need to practice, which I don't think I will need to practice, so believe you me. So that was a good flight, but it's time for me to end. Yep. 3.5 hours, and I'm going to be in. It's coming up to 8:30 in the UK, and to be honest, I like to basically relax and just chill and just do stuff and chill around. So gonna see if there's anyone out there that I can raid? Anyone decent to raid? Yeah, it's been good. Black Fox has been good indeed. It's been smashing. And Canniblitz, thank you. I salute you. Hang on. I salute you, and I catch you another time. Canniblitz, just message me anytime in Discord. I'm always around. I'm always around. Don't have to talk when I'm not streaming. I mean, either 50. We always around. We always doing stuff. But with that, guys, I'm going to chill now. I just need to chill and relax and watch other people's streams. But with that, I'm going to go. So, thank you once again for the support, the raid, the donations. Canniblitz for the donations. Suburb. Appreciated. Absolutely. And I'll catch you around, guys. Bye-bye. And good night.